the topic for today is how to find yourself a good, reputable dominatrix that is going to be able to fulfill what you're looking for. So first of all, you need to ask yourself, what is your level of knowledge about domination and BDSM, dominatrixes? Where have you gotten your information from? So are you a veteran? Have you been doing this for years? Are you brand new to the scene? Have you gotten your information through porn? Is that where your turn-ons come from? So as I've said in other videos on my channel here, porn gives a very false illusion to BDSM in itself and what it represents, what it, usually contains, or, basically what it involves. So it's very important that if you're calling a professional provider, so a professional dominatrix, that you actually have fetishes. Not just that it intrigues you to do a son and mommy role play. That is not really a fetish. That's just a role play. That's just playing out characters. So fetishes, for example, I list a whole page of them on my website. Things like CBT, SPH, CEI, those are fetishes. So if you don't know what those things mean, then you need to do a little bit more research before you contact a professional provider. Because it's important that if you're going to look for somebody that is going to be a match for you, that you actually have fetishes. You're not just looking at her pictures thinking, "Ooh, she's so hot and I'm going to contact her," because a real true dominatrix will not suck your dick, is not going to fuck you. That is usually an indication that the person is an escort. Maybe they are transitioning towards becoming more in, a professional dominatrix one day, but they're not quite all the way in the door yet. So they're maybe fetish-friendly escort. But maybe that's what you think that a dominatrix should be for you. Maybe you want them to be in control, but you want them to have sex with you. In that case, I suggest you look under escorts and you look for somebody that's fetish friendly. But again, you're looking for a dominatrix. What do you look for? You want somebody who whose ad has been viewed many, many times. Or if you Google their name, that lots of old advertisements come up. So in other words, they've been around for a while. And reputable dominatrixes will state that they've been, in the business for such and so amount of years. So me personally, and this is a slight conflict of interest because I am a pro dom. So obviously I'm going to try to attract you to contact me, try to steer clients my way. But this video also serves a great purpose, for example, for wives who have decided that, okay, you know what, I agree, you can go fulfill your fetishes through a real professional, but they're worried that their husband's going somewhere where, exactly, she's going to suck his dick and he's going to have sex with her. So to find a woman who is truly a dominatrix, many of them will specify in their advertising on their website that they do not offer escort services. They do not offer full service, that would be called, or sexual services. So what is sexual to a submissive is something that to the ordinary person is not sexual, such as smoking a cigarette or wearing pantyhose. So if those things are an erotic fetish to your partner or to yourself, then you would look for somebody who specifically advertises those things. So most dominatrixes specify in one area or another. So they might specify in foot fetishes, or they might specify in sissy fetishes or cuckolding. I myself, and again, here's the conflict of interest, is I've been in the business over 25 years. So my range is so broad in terms of fetishes that I cater to. So it's good if you do find somebody who's like that, and somebody who can be very professional up until the time that the session starts, because oftentimes a session that involves BDSM or fetish play is role played. So it's acting, it's acted out to to create a scenario that is obviously fantastical and yet loaded full of fetish desire for the submissive. So you want to find somebody that has a website that specifically advertises that they don't offer sexual services. Somebody who charges more is generally somebody that you want to go for. You don't want somebody that's offering the cheapest prices online. That is not a good sign. If they're giving like major discounts, or they're literally charging, $100 an hour. I mean, you should be looking for somebody that's charging at least $250, $300 an hour minimum these days for a good dominatrix, because, you are also paying for discretion. These services that you're going to see this woman for are obviously very vulnerable services that you really want to have kept private. And so confidentiality is going to be more so with somebody that obviously advertises higher prices, indicating that they are for somebody that's high caliber in this BDSM industry. And, there are, I've had some very high titled clients, shall we say, in high positions in the world, and I offer to do NDAs. So I offer to do a non-disclosure agreement with clientele if they're interested in seeing me, because, again, confidentiality, privacy are of the utmost. For me, it's an equality sort of situation in that way. I expect confidentiality from my submissive as much as they're hoping and wanting it from me. And so also the fact that I do online role plays is a great way that if you really do want to fly me out to you, or you want to fly into Vancouver, BC to see me, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to do an online session with me first, just to get a sense of my skills, how comfortable I am slipping into roles, and how comfortable I am talking about the fetish in particular, or fetishes that interest you. So those are some of the ways that you would be looking for a good professional dominatrix. Again, a website, advertisement that includes the fact that they are not offering escort or full services, sexual services, and professionalism all the way around. Confidentiality, booking forms, decent pricing to indicate that you're dealing with somebody top-notch, who is highly sought after and knows what they're doing. So good luck in your search. I hope you find yourself a great dominatrix. And of course, I'm Mistress Suzanne. I'm in Vancouver, BC, and I am always open to new slaves, new submissives, new sissies that are brand new to this, have done their research. So it's important for you to go through my website first, just to read all about what I do and what I offer, because everything on my website, for example, I put there myself. So I put a lot of time in. I expect you to put in some time to research me beforehand as well. And again, finding that right dominatrix is about you doing your research. Reviews, Google their name, check out other ads that they've had, anything at all, read through their website, and it should give you a pretty good indication. So good luck in your search, and kisses.